which is really cool. But it's all just you. It's all just you and giving different. We're very complicated inside. There are whole universes of people inside of us, and personality just happens to be what people think of us. But as my job as an actor is not to worry about what people think of me. It's just to be true to the material and the script, and what comes out, and the audience will tell yourself the story based on all the cues that the writer is giving you. So I'm like all of my characters because they're all little secret. They're all just me. They're all just different facets of my own personality. Thank you.
Scene in Black Butler.
I think my favorite scene in Black Butler is the moment where Sebastian is wearing the deer head and he says, "Truly, I'm simply one hell of a deer." I don't know why, but I just giggled uncontrollably for an hour after doing that, which is weird. I don't giggle at Sebastian. I'm very serious. And Sebastian is the butler. They must always be, was maintained. But I just started giggling uncontrollably after doing that because I thought it was just the funniest thing in the world, and it's such a throwaway line. But truly, I'm simply one hell of a deer. People get so excited when I speak in the Sebastian voice. It's so funny.
This might be a bit of a weird question, but whenever I want to try and become a voice actor, what does it take to sort of become a voice actor?
Good question. It's not an odd question at all. I think it's a very good one. I will say voice acting is very hard, and I would recommend that you focus on acting first. So I was an actor for a very long time in every other way. Like I took stage and workshops, and I did film and video, things like that. And I just wound up finding voice acting because it was an opportunity that came up when I was, acting. And someone said, "Hey, they need actors over at Funimation. Do you want to audition?" I said yes. And so that just happens to be what I'm known for. But as an actor, I do everything. I do stage, I do screen, I do all sorts of stuff. It just happens to be that I'm most known for my work in voice acting. So if you want to be a voice actor, be an actor. So take classes, take workshops, do stage work. I'm a big fan of telling actors or would-be actors to go and do stage work. Stagecraft is the granddaddy of all of it. Once you have that under your belt, then you can begin working on voice. But don't start with voice acting. It's an impossible place to start because you need a background in all types of acting so that you can distill all of that knowledge into what's required in front of a mic because it's a very hard form of acting. So take workshops, take classes, do plays, do all of it. Act. The operative word of voice acting is acting. Be an actor.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Best of luck to you.
Hello.
Hello.
Looking all these years, an actor, almost 10 years now, what scene while playing a star would you say has impacted you the most as a voice actor and even a person?
The scene where he's flashing back to the fate of his brother and waking up in the medical tent. And more I won't say because I don't want to spoil it for people that have been living under a rock and haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But that scene is intensely definitive for Scar. That's when you begin to understand this is why he is on the journey he is on. And it's really when the audience sees him for the first time really lose his mind, lose control, and scream and thrash and all of it. And it was a very important moment. That, without a doubt, those moments like that where the audience is given insight into a character's past are rare, especially for sidebar characters like Scar. Is not one of them. He's a principal character, but he's not the main character. So getting that much access to his story is unusual, and it was a real gift to be given that as an actor, to be able to act that, because then that experience became part of my inner life that I brought to every other moment as Scar. So definitely the moment in the medical tent with Winry's parents. What a trip. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello.
My question is, when you were recording Black Butler, what was the hardest scene to record?
Actually, I can't think of anything that was really hard. Sebastian's rather easy on the voice. He's not terribly emotive because he's usually he's very, not flat, but he's very smooth, and he doesn't do much yelling or he doesn't raise his voice very often. So for me, I honestly can't think of a time where Sebastian was particularly difficult. Watching the corset scene was difficult because the first time I was like, what is this show? I don't want to be doing this show. Oh, thank God. Okay, it's just that. Whew. But that was a brief moment of terror when I thought, oh my God, what have I gotten into? But that's the only thing that comes to mind. Everything else Sebastian does is actually fairly easy because everything is so easy for him. He's just so awesome and such a demon that he doesn't really have to exert himself terribly much. His job is to just be the sort of the anchor, and which is great fun. He's when I go in to record Sebastian, I look forward to it. It's like a vacation from the intensity of doing other characters like Scar or Okabe. I'm like, oh, it's a Sebastian day. Thank God. I can just. It's like sitting on a beach and drinking a daiquiri. It's the voice acting equivalent of that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hello.
Like, when the Steins Gate dub adaptation finished, like, you'd think that you don't want to do any more breakdowns. And 2 years later, they give you the Divergence by Zero, which you need to break down again. How did you feel when you had to do that?
I broke down. I'm glad that I had a bit of distance between myself and the material by then. If I would have had to go right back into it after only like a week break, I don't think I could have done it. But having a couple of years at that point, in fact, I feel like it was more than 2 years. I think it was more 3, but maybe I'm wrong. Time, who knows? But getting the chance to just have a breather and work on other things for a while was really important. But it was hard to get back into. Not in the sense that it was difficult for me to find the character, but it was difficult to go into that territory because it's so emotional. It was also nice because in the film, I say nice, it's very selfish of me. Okabe doesn't go through as much in the film. It's more a focus on Kurisu, and she kind of goes on